Hey everybody, this is Glenn from Glenn Reptiles. I thought I'd take a moment and share with you some of my Neotropical bird-eating snakes. These are very unique and fun snakes to keep. They're really quite mellow if you're mellow with them. Sometimes they will get aggressive, but that's mostly having to do with you being aggressive towards them. They'll puff up, sometimes called puffing snakes. Their throat will puff up really large. But usually that's just a threat, and even their bites are kind of feigned. But they're really cool animals. This is a pair I have, male and a female. I'll show you another pair I have in just a moment. But these guys go through an amazing change of color. If you go to my Neotropical bird eating album on my Facebook page, you will see these guys as babies, and then as they mature, how much they change in look, especially pattern and color. But yeah, these guys are fun snakes. I have had a difficult time getting them to feed on frozen thawed. I am continually told that is the rarity, but I have 4 snakes, 3 of which fall in that category. And by that I mean they will feed, but I have to basically tease feed them every meal. I've had them for a couple of years, and these 2 in particular have never eaten a frozen thawed meal on their own. You just kind of poke at them, you poke at them, you poke at them, and then they'll bite, and then you release, and usually they'll eat it after that. But if you just leave it in their tub, they will not eat it. Or if you try to tongue feed them in their tub, they will not eat it, from my experience. So I've been told that is not common, but it is common for me. So I thought I'd pass that on. Anyway, they're fun animals. They are pretty good to handle. They'll come out, they'll wrap around you so they feel safe, and then they just explore. They will never stop moving, but they tend to not be really fast moving unless they feel like they've got an opportunity to get out of your grasp, and then they'll make a run for it. But for the most part, they just kind of hang out. So this is my one pair. One of the things that's unique is their coloration is all very variable. You can see this one has a much more orange sort of neck, and then sort of a more orange pattern, greenish up top. This one's more gray up top and has more of a yellow pattern underneath its neck. So one's more green, one's more gray, yellow, orange. I'll show you some other colors of the other 2 that I have. Put these guys back. They wrap around you pretty tight, so you got to let them unwind to get back in their space. But very colorful tails. Very long animals. Here's my other pair. People complain about them being in this big tub, and yet both pairs are hidden under a box this big, amazingly. Both snakes, I should say. They do like enclosed areas. It makes them feel safe. So here are these guys, and by the way, this is a species that will spend a reasonable amount of time in trees, as well as being terrestrial. It's one of the reasons why I like to get them out on a regular basis and kind of let them climb around, give them a little different experience. But here's my other pair, and you can see this one looks similar to the other 2. In fact, these 3, this one and the other 2, I picked up from Jason Nelson, and this one that's high red I picked up from Colin Smith. And very unique looking, cool animals. So Neotropical bird eaters, always exploring, always curious. can see this one has more of a tan orange look to it, and this one's more, I don't know, brown red. And the brown red kind of turns into more significantly red, whereas these others tend to have more pattern in that back color, whereas the red one just tends to be very red. So again, it'll be interesting to see what these guys produce. Beautiful animals, fun to take care of, and as you can see, they're very docile captives, although they are easy to get to puff up and display. They will do that if you, and as I feed them, I'll kind of peck at them a little bit, and they will have a tendency to flare up and then snap at the food and gobble it down. So cool animals. Hope you enjoyed this little visit with these two pair, and we'll talk to you next time.